Hello, and I'd like to welcome you all once again to the old schoolhouse here in the hamlet or village of Butterstone in Perthshire in Scotland for this, another one of our wee Saturday night concerts. And this is number 94. We're getting closer and closer and closer to that 100. We'll have to have a big party when we get there. Anyway, thanks for joining us. I hope you're getting this loud and clear. I feel a bit weary tonight. I've spent the last couple of days up in Tyne Drum, which is about an hour and a half from here up towards Oban. And those of you who know Tyne Drum will know that the side of the hillside is this all kind of torn up side of the hillside. It's where there was an old lead mine. And my great-great-grandfather worked in that lead mine. And in fact, he died when he was 47, leaving 8 children behind, probably poisoned by the lead. Anyway, I was up there doing some wee filming for our next ticketed show, and I'm up and down the mountain. And I'd also like you to welcome to the stage the wonderful Tatty Faces who are going to be accompanying me tonight. Duncan Tatty Face came up with me to Tyne Drum supposedly to help me with the filming, but to be honest with you, he's a better bass player than he is a cameraman. So I left him in the pub down in Tyne Drum with his bass and telling tall stories about the birds and things that he'd frightened from the various gardens that he'd worked in over the years. Anyway, didn't hear me. So it seems to me the older I get, the more like my father I become. And I'm going to do 2 or 3 songs that have been requests. They're older songs. And these are kind of requests that we've had over the week. And I had a great relationship with my father. I did a lot of talking with my father, and that's why I know a lot about the lead mines up in Tyne, because it was his grandfather that worked there, and his great-grandfather that worked there. And so I'm going to start off with this and see how we get on. Waking up the vocal cords and talking with my father, he's talking with his son, and I don't need to look any further for the one I have become. And he says, listen to that curlew, oh, that's a sound I love to hear. It's a strange reflection that we look through, oh, that finally finds us here. In this place where life's heart thunders, in this place where time holds still, in this place of harmony and wonder, and values not of gold fulfill. Walking with my father across these gentle Perthshire hills, and it's timeless mysteries that we gather that make the memories that we fill. He says, don't fix what is not broken. No need to find what's not been lost. It's a heavy gate we have to open, an endless field we have to cross. In this place where life's heart thunders, in this place where time holds still, in this place of harmony and wonder, and values not of gold fulfill. there will always be the brave one. There'll be the one who turns away, with all too many things left undone. Oh, and so much left to say. I'm talking with my father, he's talking with his son, and I don't need to look any farther for the one I have become. In this place where life's heart thunders, in this place where time holds still, in this place of harmony and wonder, and values not of gold fulfill. You can sing it with me if you want, go on. In this place where life's heart thunders, in this place where time holds still, in this place of harmony and wonder, and values not of gold fulfill. Thank you very much. And that's my wee song, Talking with My Father. And like I said, I had a great relationship with him, and we spent a lot of time talking about stuff and talking about family stuff and that. And I'm going to continue with a wee song. I remember him telling me about my... this song I wrote this song for my great-great-uncle Fergus, who was a crofter fisherman up on the west coast of Mull, where the family come from. And I remember my dad telling me about his own grandfather who had worked on a skiff off the west coast of Mull, off Kilbrennan. And the skiff's just a kind of wooden boat. I think it was manned by a couple of people and a big sail. But they would go quite far out to sea. And so this song came from thinking about all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to change guitars here now. This is in a different tuning. And so this has got an easy chorus, and this could be the song. I always do one song with a chorus, and this could be the song tonight with the chorus that you can sing. And you sing, I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. I'm ready for the storm. And so we'll just see how we got on with this. I've got a fiddly wee bit of guitar. Okay, Mr. Tatty Face, we're good to go. Okay, so see how much noise you can make. And one of the great things about doing these because this show is actually live, it's not recorded. So if there's any senior moments or if things go pear-shaped, I'm going to be sharing them with you because that's what's going out. And one of the great things I was just watching some of the comments coming up, and there's people from America and Europe and Australia already watching tonight. So it'd be great to have this kind of global chorus, you know. Oh, the waves crashing and the tide pulls out. It's an angry sea, but there is no doubt that the lighthouse will keep shining out to warn the lonely sailor. And the lightning strikes and the wind cuts cold through the sailor's bones to the sailor's soul, till there's nothing left that he can hold except a rolling ocean. Oh, but I am ready for the storm. Yes, already I am ready for the storm. Ready for the storm. That's what you say, will we do it again? Oh, I am ready for the storm. Yes, already I am ready for the storm. Ready for the storm. And don't give me mercy for my dreams, 'cause every confrontation seems to tell me what it really means to be this lonely sailor. Oh, and when you take me by your side, you love me warm, you love me, and I should have realized I had no reasons to be frightened. Oh, but I am ready for the storm. Yes, already I am ready for the storm. I'm ready for the storm. A wee bit of bass dunking going. Oh, and distance it is no real friend, and time will take its time, but you will find that in the end brings you me, the lonely sailor. And when the sky begins to clear, the sun it melts away my fear. I'll cry a silent weary tear for those that need to love me. Oh, but I am ready for the storm. Yes, already I I'm ready for the storm. I'm ready for the storm. This is where you sing it on your own. Are you ready? Here we go. We think that was fantastic, don't we, guys? We think it was so fantastic you should do it again. I think the global choir should have another wee go at it with some harmonies and things. Here we go. Oh, oh, I am ready for the storm. Yes, already I am ready for the storm. I'm ready for the storm. Well done. That sounded brilliantly. We were getting the vibe here in the old schoolhouse. You can always tell when there's a wee bit of a vibe going on. It seems to kind of resonate the walls of this old school building here. Anyway, we're going to continue with another wee song with the chorus. This was another request, and I haven't done this for a while, so I'm just going to change the guitar for this as well. And there was a story that went with this song. I was doing a tour in America with a whole bunch of musicians, and we had a tour bus, and the tour bus broke down. I cut the story short, and there was a guy, the driver, Freddie. He said he would take the bus back to Nashville to get it fixed, and we had a couple of days off, and he left us in a motel somewhere up in Michigan somewhere, I think it was. And I said to him, I said, look, you don't leave us here, because we're from Scotland, you can't just abandon us here in this hotel. And he says, don't worry, he says, if the spirit's willing and the creeks don't rise, he says, I'll be back to get you. And so I thought that was a great line. I'd never heard it before, so I put it into this wee song. And now, before I do the song, I've been getting into great trouble from the tatty faces for not mentioning their tea towels and their mugs at the show on the shows. So I'm going to do that now because they're getting a bit aggravated with me. So you can actually buy these from our shop, and look, they're fantastic. Every house should have a tatty face tea towel because it cheers you up. Just looking at them, it cheers you up. And they actually have, it's the little one here, Teeny, that she's the one that does all the packing up and sending off. And I think she over-ordered on the mugs because there seems to be a lot of them out in their shed out there. But these are the wee tatty face mugs. Anyway, a cup of coffee tastes great out of them. A dram tastes even better out of them, actually. Anyway, there's a wee bit you can sing in this as well. It's just we'll be together again. This is a bit of a sing-along little song. We'll do the chorus first, actually. If the spirit is willing and the rivers don't rise and the light doesn't disappear out of our eyes and adventure stays with us with its pain and surprise, we'll be together again. And if the line takes a strain, the rope doesn't break and the venom stays asleep in the tooth of the snake, and we don't hold against us the mistakes that we make, oh, we'll be together again. We're held in the motion as it moves us along, never knowing quite where it might lead. And from mountain to ocean we try to be strong, oh, we bend to the ultimate need of the hopes and the fears of the yet to be born, determined we nourish their seed. And if the spirit is willing and the rivers don't rise and the light doesn't disappear out of our eyes and adventure stays with us with its pain and surprise, we'll be together again. It's a bit that you sing. And if the line takes the strain and the rope doesn't break and the venom stays asleep in the tooth of the snake, and we don't hold against us the mistakes that we make, oh, we'll be together again. Oblivious love, when it's clear and it's young, oh, Oh, it waits for a chance to shine through. Oh, and brother and sister, from one we have come. Oh, we wait for the chance to renew of the hopes and the fears, the innocent years, from the place that we grew. But if the Spirit is willing, the rivers don't rise, and the light doesn't disappear out of our eyes, and adventure stays with us, with its pain and surprise, we'll be together again. And if the line takes the strain, the rope doesn't break, and the venom stays asleep in the tooth of the snake, and we don't hold against us the mistakes that we make, oh, we'll be together again. We'll be together. If the Spirit is willing, if the swallowed my tongue there. If the Spirit is willing and the rivers don't rise, the light doesn't disappear out of our eyes, and adventure stays with us, with its pain and surprise, oh, we'll be together again. And if the line takes the strain, the rope doesn't break, and the venom stays asleep in the tooth of the snake, and we don't hold against us the mistakes that we make, oh, we'll be together again. We'll be together again. Oh, thank you very much. That's my wee song, We'll Be Together Again. And I had a wee problem. I nearly swallowed my tongue, and that's never happened to me before. I don't know what was good. I'm going to have to have a wee mouthful of my wee refreshment here, just to settle my tongue down. Anyway, we're getting near the end of the half hour. I'm going to do one more wee song, and this was I got a lot of requests for this wee song, so I'm going to do it now. And it's it was a wee homesick song actually that I wrote when I was in America, and I was on tour, and I was really quite exhausted, and I kind of got I just kind of hit a brick wall in California, and I remember writing it on the stairs outside my friend's house. The friend who came and rescued me from getting quite ill actually, and the area around here, around Botterstone, and from Dunkeld to Blairgowrie, it's a lovely little valley with all the little lochs, and I call it the Garden Valley. And we're kind of on the River Tay, on the side of the Tay, and so I wrote this. I wrote this little song when I was sitting on the stairs in California. I think I think I had got overheated as well, and just. So we'll try this now, and. We'll see. This is really not my home. Oh, where are you, my lovely Jenny? I'm afraid and all alone. There is no peace for me. I'm sitting in the stranger's room, playing at the stranger's table, shining empty like the moon. There is no peace for me. But in the darkness, struggle cold, I think about the Garden Valley, gentle as the leaves unfold, singing out along the Tay, distant and so far away. There is no peace for me. I'm blinded by your city lights. I wander through these fearful places. The colors fade to black and white. There is no peace for me. And these are not the friends I know. These are not their smiling faces. A desert that no one should know. There is no peace for me. But in the darkness, struggle cold, I think about the Garden Valley, gentle as the leaves unfold, singing out along the Tay, distant and so far away. There is no peace for me. Now I know and feel it well, poor immigrants, deep sunken feeling, standing at the gates of hell. There is no peace for me. Burned out by their master's greed, cruel exile, transportation, robbed of every love and need. There is no peace for me. But in the darkness, struggle cold, I think about the Garden Valley, gentle as the leaves unfold, singing out along the Tay, distant and so far away. There is no peace for me. But in the darkness, struggle cold, I think about the Garden Valley, gentle as the leaves unfold, singing out along the Tay, distant and so far away. There is no peace for me. Thank you very much, and that was my wee song Garden Valley, about this lovely wee valley between... and those of you who are not from Scotland, if you ever up in Scotland holidaying or visiting, take a little drive from Dunkeld to Blairgowrie. It's beautiful around all the lochs and through the wee hamlet of Barstone. Anyway, that brings us to the end of our half an hour. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed your wee Saturday night soiree in Butterstone. I always like to take a couple of minutes just to kind of, because of the whole point, the whole reason I started doing these wee shows was because of lockdown and the stress that we're all going through. And we're still going through a whole bunch of stress. And I'd like to just thank all the NHS workers, all the people that are, all the carers, all the teachers, all the people that are out there working away, putting themselves at harm, in harm's way because, shopkeepers, I mean, they're trying to get us all to take our masks off now and, it'll be a free-for-all. And I really feel for all the people who are working in shops and working in places where all kinds of people are going to come in and it's, so fair play to you, I mean, I'm sure we'll all get through this fine. But anyway, thank you for joining us. Next week is a ticketed show, so you better go and buy your tickets, and you'll be able to see my wee videos of the Tyndrum lead mine. In fact, my father was telling me, when he was alive, he told me the lead mines were opened up again in the kind of 1920s or 1919, I think they were. Just after the war, when there was a shortage of lead, because they probably used them all for their stupid bullets. And anyway, there was my grandfather got a job there, and he said it was the best job he ever had in his life. He says, because all you needed to do was put a big piece of wood on your shoulder and walk around looking like you were doing something or you were going somewhere, he said. And having been up there for the last 2 days and the slopes like that, I begin to understand that story better now. But anyway, thank you very much. Hope you're all still looking after each other, looking after strangers, staying cheery, keeping a big smile on your face, getting out there. There's a lot of casualties after the whole kind of year and a half of being locked down, and sort of all kinds of financial casualties and stress and everything. But you've got to stay cheery. We've all got to stay cheery, like the tatty faces who I've never seen them not smiling. They're brilliant. So, and thanks to Jen up at the back. There's just me and Jenny here. There is no film crew. We have a kind of an automated system. So there's just me and Jenny. So thanks for Jen for pressing the buttons. And I'll see you all next week for Live 95. Oh, that's a rhyme. Live 95. I'll see you there. Good night. Ekeva, night, and you take care of yourselves.